Give me a second, I'm trying to select the appropriate weapon. Watch where you stepping, them snakes all around, you know they connected. When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose, I'm all in. Walking the edge, don't fall in. Enough of the lies, don't apologize, I don't understand, are you foreign? This is the place, this is the site. Grab all your people and log in. I'm waiting, don't care how long it's gonna take. Watching and waiting for that first mistake. Don't come up missing, don't get it twisted. I'm not Rihanna, but boy, you a gunner, you right on my hit list.
What's up guys, welcome to another video, well actually another episode of Project PA7 Bear Mode. Right now I am out front of Kilo Strength and today we're going to test my body fat. It's been a long time since I've tested my body fat and it's going to be nice just to be able to gauge my progress to see where I'm at now. A few months from now I'll retest it just to see how much muscle and body fat that I have gained and see the progress. Let's head inside and get this body fat tested. What's up?
Just got it because the science, the technology behind it is pretty cool. So I want to try it. I've only tried it on 3 people so far.
Yeah, I'm down.
So I tried like on a fatter, tried on a bodybuilder type, and I tried another lean guy like you. So I don't know, we'll see. Ready, Nick?
Ready.
So yeah, so that's the cool part about this. So it like measures, not only does it measure the body fat, which you're at 13 right now, you can see on top.
Yeah, 13%.
13, but it also measures muscle quality, which you're at 83.1. Cool thing is, so muscle quality, so that's the amount of, like it's the density of the muscle and the amount of fats contained in between the muscle fiber. So like 100 would be the highest ever muscle quality, but you're at 83.1, so you're like in the top range, which is like kind of like elite in terms of muscle quality. So that's very
awesome.
Good. So with client, what's cool about this is with clients, you know, when you start training someone and they're training, they're having some results with their training, but they're more concerned about their body fat or their body changing, but their nutrition might not be on point and the body fat is not moving that much, but it doesn't mean they're not progressing, but they're not seeing it because the scale of body fat's not moving. Well, you can show muscle quality. So let's say they started at 35, they've trained for 8 weeks and now it's at 48.
Yeah.
Well, at least they can see something that tells them, you know what, I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, you're making progress.
There's something progressing, my muscle quality is improving. So that's why I like that for like general population mostly. But yeah, 13. So this, you know, I mean, it's so new that there's not a ton of research, but the manufacturer claim that this is like plus or minus 1 or 2% to the DEXA scan. So DEXA being one of the gold standards now with MRI. So I mean, it should be pretty accurate. So I'm still playing with it. We'll
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
So alright guys, we are 13% body fat. I'm at a pretty good, comfortable state where I'm not so food focused, I'm not super hungry. My workouts are great, I'm progressing, and I'm putting on quality lean muscle mass. So yeah, by not trying to stay shredded, I'm really gonna be able to make some progress. So yeah, don't try to stay shredded like I did for a very, very long time. What was that form of body fat testing called? Position myography?
Yeah.
Okay.
So myomustography structure, it looks at the structure of the muscle and fat.
Okay.
It's like what it does, you know, like bioimpedance?
Yeah.
Those machines, it sounds like, but then all that does is it measures the time that the signal travels from one limb to the other through fats.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like depending on if you're well hydrated or not, it might change. So that's actually not that accurate. But that one, it's instead of being just a signal measured through time, the signal is sent through the fat and muscle tissue. So there's no equation needed, just it straight up measures your fat and muscle tissue quality straight up. So that's why I find it interesting, because all the other ones are always based on an equation that's based on of standard average people.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, so now we're gonna do the old school caliper test.
Yeah, 9.4. So let's compare with the last time we did it. Okay, so you're only up 1.4. Mass pretty much the same. When was that? January 17. So like a year ago.
Yeah.
And you're basically the same thing body composition wise.
Mm-hmm.
The mass basically the same, body fat's basically the same. I mean, based off of caliper,
the data,
right?
yeah.
210.
Mm-hmm.
10 pounds of solid lean mass. And then you're like, okay, now I'm gonna get shredded a little bit. Then it's easier to maintain some of that lean mass so that maybe in a year from now, instead of having 190 of lean mass, you have 197.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're a little bit leaner.
Mm-hmm.
But at least if you gain a true solid 7 pounds of lean mass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely done dieting for a long time.
That's good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. All right, guys, getting into the workout. So just doing a few warm-up sets here. And this is my second upper body day of the week. So I'm training upper body twice per week and lower body twice per week as well. And of course, proper warm-up is key, guys. Do not skimp out on your warm-up. So here is my first working set. So I used 190 pounds, and the goal here was 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and I did actually hit 4 sets of 10. So next workout I will increase the weight to 195 pounds and shoot for 4 sets of 8 to 10 again. And after every set of bench press, I would rest for 90 seconds, and then I would do some neutral grip chin-ups. So 8 to 10 reps here. And again, I would rest for 90 seconds and then go back and forth between the bench press and the chin up for a total of 4 sets. And next we moved on to some Arnold presses, and I really like this movement because you get a really good stretch at the bottom, so that way you're able to recruit more muscle fibers and get more range of motion out of the movement. So 3 sets here, 8 to 10 reps, and then I would rest for 90 seconds and then do some subscapularis pull-ups, which I did not film because they were doing some classes today in the gym and I just didn't want to get into anybody's way. And then I moved on to some side lying external rotation. Now this is a great movement for your rotator cuffs, and this is like one of the most neglected muscle group that a lot of people fail to train. So by training this muscle group, it's really going to help strengthen the shoulder girdle and really prevent injuries. So we did 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps here, and then I'd rest for 30 seconds and do some of these 30-degree incline lateral raises. And so this is a great movement for the rear delt. The rear delts are another body part that's really neglected. A lot of guys, they'll be like bench pressing a lot, and then it's like they will really kind of roll their shoulders forward, so it's almost like it's like a folded leaf. If you train your rear delts, it'll help prevent that, and it'll give you a better posture and just actually make your chest even look bigger. So definitely do not neglect your rear delts. So we did 12 to 15 reps here, and we repeated this back and forth with the side lying external rotation for 3 total sets. And so that's the workout, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys, so let's talk about my body fat percentage. So 13%, that's not bad at all. Like, that's actually a good spot to be in for bulking. Like, if I was still at like 8% or something and trying to slowly ramp up my calories, trying to stay lean, it would really impact my performance as well as recovery. So just kind of getting in that fluffier state where I'm at now, which isn't like crazy fluffy, you know, I'm at like a good healthy state, and this is where it's optimal to build muscle and build strength. Like Stefan mentioned, you know, we compared my body fat from last year, pretty much almost a year ago, to where I'm at now. My body composition was pretty much the same, like the same amount of muscle, but my strength has gone up. And this is because I spent almost the entire last year dieting. I went through like, I basically yo-yo dieted last year, like I did my Back to Shredded series. All before that, I was basically, you know, somewhat kind of dieting in maintenance, somewhat dieting, maintenance, you know, not ever allowing myself to be in a surplus and giving my body what it needs. I really limited my muscle growth and I really impacted my strength performance. I mean, yes, my strength did go up, but it could have been at such a higher level. So a big take home from this video, guys, is don't try to stay shredded for so long. Learn from my mistakes. Like, if you go back to like when I first started YouTube, I was freaking shredded to the bone. I was diced. You know, I was tracking every macro to the 1 gram. I was so obsessed. And it's like now that I'm finally veering away from that and like, you know, just being a little bit more flexible and having these days where I kind of eat whatever I want just for like the mental benefits of it, you know, like being so strict on your macros, yeah, it's very important if you have goals and stuff, but it's like, it was almost like I was missing out on life because my diet and body seemed more important to me. So now that I'm having more flexibility to it, I'm just really enjoying the whole lifting and strength progression. You know, it's not like I'm so tied up with being like, oh, I can only have 14 more grams of carbs and 7 grams of fat and 9 grams of protein. Shit, what am I gonna do? You know, it's like, I'll just look at the calories and be like, all right, you know, I can eat roughly 150 to 200 more calories to kind of hit my target and just kind of move on and not be so stressed about like the macro. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Project PA7 Bear Mode continues. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to get strong. I'm gonna continue to get bigger and just really have fun with it. So yeah, I know this video didn't have like any food in it. A lot of my videos usually do, but I just basically figured I would do, you know, switch it up a bit, have my body fat tested, have some training in there, and then definitely let me know in the comments down below which you guys like the best. If you guys like the voiceovers with the training, the full days of eating, you know, talking about macros and weighing out my food and showing you guys how to do that stuff. If you guys like more of the cheat days and the flexible foods that I'm not really normally used to eating. Yeah, so, all right guys, that wraps up episode number 3 of PA7 Bear Mode. So once again, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.